welcome to the second episode of Season 2. Here we are for the admin of the Bahrain Gp. First of all, we're going to decide to go with some reaction training, no sponsor event promotion for the team acclaim, and then got some money that we can spend. Do believe we are going to spend it on some personnel, I think. I'm not sure though. At the moment, just looking around on the sachet part, just looking at the facilities, as it is now Spec 2, so it's a little bit different to the other ones. R&D wise, we haven't got enough to spend on anything. Changing all engine components to the absolute least one, so that we have the best performance all parts of the race weekend. Advancing now to no, never mind. Marketing, that's what we do. I know I did something. Positive effects will be increased a little bit, but don't have enough to go for any of the resource point generations, so we can just skip over them, as they cost about 6 million, so we're going to go for the 5 million in the marketing, and positive outcomes will be a little bit more. I've just realised that's why something is different in the next episode. Okay, never mind. Advancing now to the 18th, where we decide to look at last season's results, and where we got a DNF due to my wheel being a little uncooperative, shall I say. Personnel, I believe Alex's experience is going to be increased. From Bahrain, we are still the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th best car on the grid. A little bit annoying, considering we were one of the best in durability. But let's go ahead to the Bahrain GP now, and let's see if we can have a much better GP. Oh no, that can't be good. Just save it. Okay, let's go to the Bahrain GP. Here we are at the Bahrain GP now, and gonna go straight to practice one, I believe, after looking at the weather forecast, all dry, and a weekend preview. Let's go to the practice one for the Bahrain GP after looking at everything. Welcome now to the end of our drug acclimatization lap. Setting a purple lap time and purple achievement, not achievement, you know what I mean. Going across to do the qualifying trim, 1.1 seconds off the pace, a little bit annoying, but we do set a purple. Going across the line for the end of our race strategy program, and got purple there. Fuel management, I do believe I didn't do this in previous episodes, so that's why I am now showing you the beginning part. Going across the line for our first lap and only lap, setting a purple, and a 6 tenths better than what they want us to do. And now finally the ERS, which is the final practice program that I haven't done. Easily gonna start it in just a sec now. Coming across the line, practice is complete. Purple ERS time, you can basically save all the ERS, and then once it's at the top purple, spend it all. When it gets to the bottom of purple, just save it, and just keep doing that until the end of the lap, and you should be fine. Don't do that in the race though. I try to only spend it in the DRS zones, because for me that makes the most sense. For you, it may not. Third in practice then, unfortunately we can set a quicker lap time on the in qualifying race programs, so yeah, a little bit disappointing. Jesus Christ, 28.5 on the mediums, which is the same as softs. 29.5 is what I said. Little bit behind Alex, I think that was. Going to simulate the rest of practice now. And let's see how many resource points we get across the whole weekend. 600 for us, 335 for Alex, and in total that brings us up to 1302. Getting some acclaim now, about halfway through level 11 driver acclaim. Same for Alex on level 12, and same for the team on level 15. Hopefully we can get that to level 20 soon. Hopefully by Austria. I don't know why Austria, but seems more sense. Let's go and spend those R&D points first. Do believe we are going to go for a Sashi upgrade. I can't remember though. I've got quite a few upgrades on the line at the moment. Oh yeah, that's what happened. My pedals disconnect. I had to disconnect my pedals as they weren't working. No, but I don't go for Sashi. I go for a front wing downforce upgrade. Nope, rear wing. Okay. Huh. Oh well. I got it wrong. Let's go to qualifying. Here we are for our first lap now. Going to come across the line to set a 28.4. Puts us 10th position behind Latifi and Magnussen, not the best lap. Coming across the line for our second lap, going 1.8 seconds quicker. That's going to put us 16th with a 1:26.5, much better. Quite a bit quicker than Albon. Ocon ahead of us. Coming across the line to set our final lap with 5 seconds to go. Heading towards turn 1, keeping the temperature panel up. Going into turn 1, qualifying is complete, braking about 100 meter board. Going into turn 1, locking the front left, right a little bit. Going through turn 2, clipping the curb just a little bit. Rear end steps out just a little bit as well. I keep saying that, it's a little bit annoying. Wow. Going into turn 4, braking at 100 meter board, missing the apex, going round the outside, not going on the curb. Turn 5, going on the curb on the inside, going on the curb for turn 6 quite a lot. Turn 7, going into the corner and locking up. Got Carlos Sainz in front of us, so that is probably disturbing the downforce of the car. Going into turn 10, a little bit hard corner as it's downhill. Going into turn 10 at 11 now, accelerating as soon as we can. Going towards turn 11, we're going about 1.5 tenths up. Carlos Sainz is ahead of us, and he is quite close to us, so yeah. Downforce is disrupted a little bit. Going through to turn 13 now, going to almost 3 tenths up, losing all that time through that corner, but then gaining it on the acceleration part, getting all the slipstream we can from Carlos Sainz, going into turn the penultimate corner, clipping the curb a little bit, clipping the curb on the outside, and turn 15, it's stupid calling it turn 15, going 3 tenths up, and that's going to put us into position of 14th, which is quite good. I do believe we qualified in like 16th or 17th last season, so improvements have been made with the car, so yeah, hopefully we can carry all those improvements throughout the season, and yeah. AlphaTauri's Danny Kvyat ahead of us once again. Esteban Ocon, who were behind on our second run in P10. Alexander Albon getting P19 for the team. I really need to upgrade one of the personnel so that his pace is increased. Looking at our lap times now, we say 27.9, 37.0, 27.9, much quicker, 37.7, 37.3, 3 tenths quicker, 21.2, and 22, 21.4. Okay, not too bad.
The fans really seem to enjoy that. It made it look easy.
Yeah, it did kind of make it look easy.
Rival at the moment.
None of them. Well, I'm gonna have to choose one of them soon.
Be on the grid tomorrow.
Team plays the biggest part. I just drive the car. Evo workers play the. Yeah, Evo's worked extremely hard this weekend.
Sounds like there's some work to do back at the factory.
Well, just because I didn't choose a rival. That's bullying. That's extreme bullying, you know. Anyway, I've left this loading screen in by mistake, but who cares? Getting the acclaim there. Not much to talk about. Let's go to the computer just before the race and see what messages we have from Jeff. How are you feeling? Hope you filled up in breakfast. We need all the energy. Cars around you are going to be looking for space. Oh well, doesn't matter. No idea R&D that we can get. So yeah, let's go to qualifying race for the Bahrain GP. You can't go much worse than crashing out. So yeah, this will be a much better GP this weekend. Like I said, can't go much better. It can't go much worse than DNF. So I'm gonna go only better.
Set for another enthralling race here in the Kingdom of Bahrain. A Ferrari stronghold in years gone by. Will they be able to add to their record today? Formula One returns to the desert today on this exceptional 3.36 mile circuit. 15 corners provide plenty of overtaking opportunities. It could be a strategic race, this one, with Sakir notorious for eating up the rear tyres. Watch out for drivers managing their rubber at some point during the Grand Prix. Anthony Davidson is alongside me as usual for the race today. Let's have a chat about Williams. We have a number of changes to the aerodynamic regulations this year, and the signs haven't looked good for them so far in terms of getting to grips with those changes.
It doesn't look promising for them so far. And if the new regs have hit them as hard as we think, well, I suspect they may need a few late nights at the factory to get back on track.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Sainz, Charles Leclerc and Perez, Ricciardo, Gasly, Norris and Esteban Ocon, Vettel, Stroll, Daniel Kvyat, the engineer, Raikkonen, Grosjean, George Russell and Kevin Magnussen, Albon, Giovinazzi, Latifi and Nobuharu Matsushita. Now, it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Here we are on the grid now, starting behind Kvyat, as I said, and behind him in the Australian GP, so maybe I am waiting for him to become one of my rival options. No. I already know who my rival is because I had to choose it in China because I was getting bored of the not being able to choose any of the ones that they said, and technically I was right behind one of the teams that I chose, so yeah, that's not too bad. Filling around with the strategy now. Looks like it's going to be a one-stop from soft mediums on lap 7. For anyone that doesn't know, I don't do 50% races because I don't have enough time. Looking at the strategy now, I think I am going to have to add some fuel. But I'm not going to, so let's get ready for the final mission lap for the beginning of the GP. This is downside to starting quite down. You're in 14th, you're one of the last to get off grid.
Okay, our system checks are good. We need to stay in formation and start bringing the car up to temperature, please. Get some load into the tyres and work the brakes. We want them nice and warm by the end of the lap.
Nice and warm they are at the end of the lap. Thank you, Jeff, for telling us. We got a little bit too close to Danny Kvyat's AlphaTauri, so we ghosted through him. Luckily, that is now over. Don't want to be ghosting through him for the whole race. I don't know why it goes. I don't know why it doesn't just like make contact. That'd be the most normal option. One of the Reynolds behind us of Kimi Raikkonen, but let's get ready for the 5 lights now. And here we are, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we are off. We are off like a rocket ship. Quite a rocket ship start. Enabling the overtake button, and we are going into turn 1. Box in behind Stroll, and then we go to the inside of Esteban Ocon, but don't quite work, and so we lose out to Vettel as well. Danny Kvyat gets past Stroll as with us as going into turn 4. Vettel makes a big dive on, so does Danny Kvyat, and we are now in P13. We get a little bit of a contact made as we look behind to see who it was. That looks like it was Lance Stroll. Going into turn 8 now. Esteban Ocon down. We go down the inside of Esteban Ocon, and Jeff wants us to keep pushing. Keep pushing we will, as Lewis Hamilton sets a 29.7 on that first lap. Lap 2, we are closing in just a little bit on Danny Kvyat, but towards the end of the straight we're going to lose out. But we make a big late enough dive that we go into turn 1 ahead of Danny Kvyat. And Jeff, what do you have to say? Thank you. I didn't bribe him. Danny Kvyat doesn't look to have seemed to have fought back into turn 4, so we keep the position of P11. Hopefully we can charge down Pierre Gasly to get our first points of the season. But yeah, got plenty of opportunities after this if we don't. Battery's looking good apparently, so we can spend all the DRS that we can or want to. And DRS is now enabled in this lap. Yellow flags behind us. Who could that be? Pink car. Lance Stroll. Lance Stroll with engine reliability going wrong. Going into turn 4, Danny Kvyat goes down our inside, heading towards turn 5. Kvyat's on the inside again. Going into turn 6, we go right round the outside and keep the position. And hopefully that is all of the energy that he has spent on working on that. Trying to find out what happened to Stroll now. Too far. Too late, and we can't find out. I shouldn't have been button Kvyat. No, I'm not gonna waste stop halfway through. Going on to lap 3 now, sitting at 30.1, losing 3 tenths because of the side-by-side through turn 6. Thought we would have kind of gained a little bit because of the dive bomb that we made on lap 2. And getting a little bit squirrely, going straight to the inside to make sure that Kvyat does not try and overtake us, and it seems to have worked, although he does have a look up the inside, but he quite soon backs out of that. Setting green sectors all the way through that lap as we set a 29.750, kind of like those numbers where it's like a quarter or something, which is quite cool. Going to turn 1, Kvyat wants to make a move into our position, but we are going to have none of it and going to shut the door on the Russian. Heading towards turn 3, 4 now, going down to the inside once again towards turn 4, but he doesn't seem to have got past us, so we're going to go back to the racing line and we're going to keep our position. Heading on to lap 6 now, we set red sectors, which is a little bit annoying. 130.3, Leclerc has pitted, Carlos Sainz has pitted. We are now into P8. Grip level is going away soon, according to Jeff. Looking behind to see where Kvyat is, not too close to us. Going on to lap 7 now, pit strategy window is open. Hamilton, Perez and Verstappen have pitted now. Paused the game because my controller was disconnecting every so often, so I'd have to turn it on so I could hear the audio. Coming into the pit lane now, Danny Kvyat follows us in, along with Kimi Raikkonen and Russell. Not Russell, he's gone out a little bit longer. Coming into pit stop, quite a slow pit stop with a 2.9, but we get out ahead of Kvyat, which is not too bad. I really need the boys to pick up the pace just a little bit, like get them all under 2.5, but yeah, it'll be annoying. Going right to the outside of turn 7, and we get a track exceeding limit warning. Going on to lap 9 now. We are in P11, P12 now, and George Russell is yet to pit. There he is, coming into pit stop. Hopefully we can. It seems like we're not going to be able to catch up Pierre Gasly, so we're not going to be able to get any points this weekend. So just got to consolidate this P11, setting at 129.2. Yes, Jeff, I know we got to go the distance. 129.3 from Gasly, but we get a little bit squirrely on the exit of the penultimate corner. That allows Kvyat to go right round our outside into turn 1, but we're going to go no and keep the position going into turn 1 on the inside. Nice and early braking, late braking, and that puts us up into P11 back again, but Kvyat has not had enough and gets right up a gearbox but backs out of it. Seems to be the end of the battle for now, but no, he wanted to go back down the inside in turn 6, or we cut him off just a little bit, and a little bit naughty. Gasly seems to have got past Vettel now, so we're going to ask about the distance. Gaining about 2 tenths, but that is going to slowly go in towards Vettel's favour, due to the fact that they were battling on the previous lap, so not accurate. Lap 12 now, setting at 129.7. Losing a bit of time to Vettel as expected. We're not better than their car. 130.2. We're not even better than Kvyat, so the fact that we're staying ahead of him is quite good. Going to lap 13, he has caught up though. Jeff telling us about the fact that we've got 1 lap of fuel remaining. It's fine, Jeff, we've got 1 lap of racing to go. Lewis Hamilton setting a 28th lap. Kvyat looking menacing in that white and navy car behind us. Going towards the start finish line for the final time, second final time. Kvyat wants to get our position back, but he's got past us a lot earlier, so we're going to have to make sure that we get it into the braking zone. Going right round the outside of turn 1, so it's going to turn to the inside of turn 2. That's not going to be good, but we've got DRS from being behind him, so that's good. Using all the DRS that we can, and Kvyat has no offerings. Capture car in front is 4.2, due to the fact that we have been battling and we're not quick enough yet. Defending to the inside for turn 11 already, but seems like he doesn't want to make the move, so move back to the racing line. Going across on through turn 13 now, but Lewis Hamilton wins. Kvyat's still trying to take our position. How rude. But going through the final corner now, we're going to come across the line for the best result of the season, P11. I shouldn't really said that first part, that doesn't really make sense. P11, almost points, but we will get there soon. Danny Rick getting drive today, well done. Congrats to Bottas as well, did say that.
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows. Talk to me, Ants. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection. A shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
The person that beat us to
After
points.
excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it.
Well done to Lewis Hamilton, winning his second race of the season, I think. Daniel Ricciardo getting the podium after retiring in the previous race, so that's 15 points for him. 25 5 points for Lewis Hamilton, as Valtteri got that fastest lap, so he gets the extra point. So it puts him on gets 19 more points. Getting some XP now for the podium pass. I do believe I am close to level 20. Or in the 20s, I don't remember. We move up 3 positions, which is not too bad. Esteban Ocon moving down 4 positions. One person goes up, someone else has got to go down. My eyes are going a little bit stupid. I'm also exporting the Chinese Grand Prix at the moment as I edit on laptop and voice on phone, so I've got to do multiple things. Alexander Albon moving up from P19, which is quite good, but that's only because of retirement from Stroll. Me and him move up in both drivers and constructors. The only reason we're moving up and we're still on 0 points is because with the fact we've had better results than the people that have no points. So we are leading people that have no points at the moment. Ferrari, AlphaTauri and Racing Point all on 8 points at the moment.
That was an exciting race from our perspective. Let's have yours.
So that's an interesting battle. Don't know why it's so long to say that.
With how you're performing.
Yeah. I'm glad I can live up to expectations, you know.
Like dodge 'em
Everyone has them.
Formula One today, wasn't it?
Someone's got to beat them. Well, I wouldn't go that far, but I need to take it a bit easier in the future.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Yeah, everyone else is left because we were watching the thingy. Getting some air claim now. And we are quite close to level 16, so hopefully we should be able to do that in the next 2 episodes, which I do. Getting some 1.19 million and 100k for no damage deductions, which is quite nice. Next up will be Vietnam, so that could be interesting GP. 2.6 million already in the bank now. I'm going to save that to the simulator for Alex. Next up is Vietnam, so yeah, that could be quite an interesting one. Didn't do too well in the previous season, so hopefully we can amend that and get quite close to the points, and hopefully Alex can do well as well. But until next time, I'm a Racengineer. You know all the things. Goodbye.